So good morning students. Today we will talk about a new chapter. In the last class also I had told you some of the definitions of such as the morphology or anatomy that we have studied. So what is the name of the chapter means morphology of flowering plants. Morphology of what? Of flowering plants. So in this chapter, I had told you morphology means which deals with the study of size, shape, structure. Here, morphology. What exactly the morphology means? That is the study of shape, size, and structure of shape and structure of the external parts of the external parts of the plant body. That is known as the morphology. Here they are telling the morphology of flowering plants. What are the flowering plants? The plant which are supposed to give the flowers. Okay. So, and they are also known as the angiosperms. What they are also known as? They are also known as the angiosperms. So here, typically, how a flowering plant will be there means this is the first of all, the flowering plant is divided into a shoot system and a root system. Okay, here underground, whatever the underground part is there, to that we are calling it as the root system, and whatever the aerial part is there, we are calling it as the shoot system. So here in the root, whatever the root system is there, see, flowering plants means they bear the seeds. What they bear? They bear the seeds. When the seed is going to germinate, at that time there will be one small radical and one small plumule. This is the plumule and this is the radical. Okay, so this radical, when this seed will undergo into the germination process, at that time, after germination, here this radical will give rise to the root system. Okay, and the plumule which will give rise to the shoot system. Root system and the shoot system. So underground part, whatever the below the ground, that we can call it as the root system, and above the ground or the aerial part is there, that we can call it as the shoot system. So first we will see about this root, particularly this particular one root will give rise to a many number of roots. That is the primary root, secondary root, tertiary root. Altogether, this is the primary root and these are the secondary, tertiary, like this. So altogether, we can call it as the lateral roots. What it is? That it is the lateral roots. So this is about the root system. Next, over here, in the shoot system which is present in the aerial part of the plant body, you see this part which is present in the aerial part, okay, that is in the air above the ground. Here you see, this is, first of all, this is a stem which is there. See, here there will be presence of some nodes. This we can call it as the node. and one node is located just far away from the another node. So this distance between the two nodes is known as the internode. This node only give rise to the leaves. So these all are what? These all are the leaves. Then here there will be presence of some flowers, apical buds. These are the flowers. These are the apical buds. So this is about what? These all parts, whatever here are there, these all parts are what? These all parts are the morphology of what? Flowering plants. Their shape, their size, their structure of what? External parts. External parts means outside the body. Outside the body of what? Of the plant body. So that is the external. We are going to study the morphology, means we are going to study the external parts of the plant body. What are that? Their size, their shape, their function, their structure. That all things we have to study one by one. So first we will see about the root system. Okay, about the root we will see. So let's see about the root. What is root? Here you see, first we will see about first system, that is the root. Okay, here first what is the definition of root? We will see here. Definition. Okay, here in the definition, it is positively geotropic. It is positively geotropic, then non-green, then chlorophyllous, chlorophyllous. Okay, non-green chlorophyllous, descending part of the plant, descending part of the plant. Okay, then arising from the radical. Arising from the radical. So, what it is? This is the definition of root. Here, in the definition of root, you see, first of all, it is the positively geotropic. Okay, see here, why they are telling positively geotropic? Here you see, positively geotropic means their growth, geotropic means growth towards the earth. Okay, so here positively geotropic means towards the earth, or it is taken under the earth. This is the first point about the what? About the root. Next thing, It is one of the non-green part of the plant. Non-green means you can see in the plant that is the leaves are green in color. But here the root is not a green in color. Okay. If they are non-green means that means they are not undergoing into any photosynthesis process. Roots are not responsible for what? These are not responsible for what? For the photosynthesis. Photosynthesis means what? Means by using the sunlight, by trapping the sunlight, they are going to synthesize the food. So that work, that function is only responsible by what? That is by the green leaves. Why only by the green leaves means that is due to the presence of a pigment that is known as the chlorophyll pigment. And that pigment you can see these are the leaves which are green in color. Why the color is green in means that is due to the presence of a pigment that is known as the chlorophyll pigment. What it is? A pigment. What is the name of that pigment? That is the chlorophyll pigment. What is the role of this pigment? Means this pigment will undergo into a process of photosynthesis. What do you mean by this photosynthesis? Means photo means using the trapping the sunlight, they are going to synthesize the food material. That is known as the photosynthesis. So that work, that function of photosynthesis is specially done by what? Done by this green, only green part of the plant. By whom? By only green part of the plant will undergo into a process that is known as the photosynthesis. But what about the non-green plant? They will perform the different function. What is the green part over here? That is the leaves. What is the non-green part? That is the one of the part that is the root. Okay. So what is the function? See, root is not a green colored. It is somewhat brown in color. So that's why we are telling here that root are non-green part. Why it is non-green? Because there is an absence. These root are non-green. Why it is non-green means absence of chlorophyll pigment. What it is? That is the absence of chlorophyll pigment. And here that root which is a non-green part. Why it is non-green? The color of the root is not a green. Why it is means that is due to the absence of a chlorophyll pigment. So that's why it will perform. It is not performing any photosynthesis process, but it will perform some other function. So see here. And one more thing. It requires the leaves which are present above the earth surface. Okay, so whatever the sunlight will be there, that is trapped by whom? By the leaves. And due to the presence of these roots in the ground or under the ground, they cannot the sunlight cannot reach till the roots. That is also one reason. That's why they had given as the achlorophyllus. Achlorophyllus means absence of chlorophyll pigment. What it is? Chlorophyll pigment. Next point about this in the definition means it is one of the descending part of the plant, which is towards the downside. Okay, descending part of the plant arising from the radicle. I told you what is the radicle in the seed. A small structure will be there, which we will call it as the radicle. This radicle after germination will give rise to the root. And plumule after germination which will give rise to the shoot. So this is about the definition of what? Of the root. The next here, this root system or this root are of what is the classification of what? Root. Wait a minute. Let's see the division or the classification of what? Root over here. This root, it is divided into 3 types. Here, 3 types of root system. Okay, how many types are there? There are 3 types of root system. Based on what these 3 types of root system has been divided means based on the size, shape, structure. Okay, based on what? Based on the size, shape and structure, or else we can say based on the morphological characters of the root system is divided into 3 systems. What are the 3 systems? Let's see here. That is, these are the 3 systems. Let's see what it is. Taproot system, second one. This is the first one. First one, what it is? Taproot system. Second one, that is the fibrous root system. And the third one, that is the adventitious root system. Third one, adventitious root system. Okay, what are these things? That is the taproot system, first one. Second one, fibrous root system. Taproot system, fibrous root system, and the third one is adventitious root system. So let's see here. First we will talk about the taproot system. See, this type of or whatever the taproot system is there, it is mostly present or mainly present in dicotyledonous plants. In which plants? That is the dicotyledonous plant. What do you mean by this dicotyledonous over here? What do you mean by this? Dicotyledonous means so when a seed will be there, okay, a seed is there, the seed will have the 2 coatings. What it will have? It have the 2 coatings, and the coatings are made for the storage of food material. Okay, that particular coating, seed coat, we will call it as the cotyledon. If this cotyledon number is 2, then it is known as the dicotyledon. So whatever the taproot system is there, that mainly it will present only in what? Only in the dicotyledon plants. Okay. So if the number is, the cotyledon number is 1, then we can call it as the monocot. Okay. So next we will see in which type which type of root system is present in the monocotyledonous plant. So here first the taproot system is mainly present in the dicotyledonous plant. So next thing here, second point, this I will explain later. First we will see about the taproot system. Second point, there is a direct elongation of radicle. Direct elongation of radicle which results in the formation of primary root. Okay, see here, I have told you that radical this is the seed. Okay, after germination, this is the seed. Okay, after germination, the radical, this is the radical, and here I will show you. This is the seed. Okay, after germination, what happens over here is from the seed, a small radicle is going to arise, the small root is going to arise. From the plumule, a small shoot is going to arise. Okay, small root and a small shoot. If you will see the transverse section of the seed, how it will be? It will be like this. Okay, here there will be presence of a plumule, and here there is the presence of what? A radical. So see here, this is the radical, and this is the plumule. So here what they are telling, this in this taproot system, direct elongation of radical which results in the formation of primary root. See here, this radical, it will result, this radicals will further, it will grow. There will be elongation of what? Radical. Elongation of radical, direct elongation of radical, which results in the formation of what? Primary root. Here you see, this is the seed, and this radical, this direct elongation will give rise to a primary root. To whom it will give rise? That radical, it will give rise to a primary root. You can see here the direct elongation of what? Of this radical, it will give rise to the formation of a primary root. Okay, the primary root, the next this primary root, further it will bear a secondary root and a tertiary root. This is the secondary and tertiary roots which are present or which are arising from where? From the primary root. This is the primary root and this is the secondary root, and next to this is the tertiary. Okay, here I will explain once again. See here, this is the ground surface or the earth surface. Here, this is the primary root. Primary root. Next, after this primary root, you can see there will this primary root only bears a secondary root. This we can say as the secondary root. Then again you can see the secondary root further it will divide to give a tertiary. This is the tertiary. So here you can see a full diagram of the structure of the root. How a primary root bears the secondary and tertiary and root hairs and all. Okay, you see primary root, which is a direct elongation of what? Of radical, which give rise to the secondary root. Then further it will give rise to the tertiary root. Okay, this primary root along with its branches makes the taproot system. Okay, what do you mean by this taproot system? Means this primary root, where I will write. This primary root along with its branches along with its branches makes the taproot system. Makes the taproot system. So this primary root along with this particular secondary tertiary roots, what it is going to form? It is going to form the taproot system. If the roots are present in this way, in such a branches or a primary root which is divided into many branches, so that we can call it as the taproot system. What are the examples of this taproot system? So we can take some of the examples as mustard, then banyan, okay, etc. These are the examples of what? Of the taproot system. The next we will go for the second type of this root system, that is the fibrous root system. So let's see here. Next, second type of root system, that is the fibrous root system. What is the second type? That is the fibrous root system. So let's see about this fibrous root system. The first point about this fibrous root system, what it is itself, it is mainly present in the monocotyledonous plants. What is the first point? It is mainly present in the monocotyledonous plants. As you had seen in the last topic, that is in the taproot system, the taproot system is mainly present in the dicotyledonous plant. Okay, so here the fibrous root system, it is mainly present in the monocotyledonous plants. That what do you mean by this monocot means? Here the seed coat or the cotyledon will be only one. Okay, seed coat or the cotyledon will be only one. That particular plants you can say it as the monocot plant or monocotyledonous plant. What are the examples for this monocot plant or monocotyledonous plants means? Here wheat, paddy, maize. Examples for this wheat, paddy, maize, grass, etc. So all these are the monocot plants where you will find a single coat. Okay, how the maize will be? One example I will tell you. The maize will be like this. Okay, only a single seed coat you will found there, a single cotyledon you will found there. That is known as the monocotyledonous plants. Okay, so next here, whatever the primary root will be there, it is short-lived after germination. See here. You take one of the example that we will take it as the wheat. This is the wheat. Okay. After germination, this wheat will give rise to a primary root. But this primary root, this is the primary root. But this primary root, it is short-lived after the germination. Here I will write primary root is short-lived after germination. Okay, short-lived means that the primary root, it will diminish or goes away. Okay, that is the thing that we are calling it as the short-lived. Then that particular short-lived root, it is replaced by a number of roots. Okay, it is replaced by a large number of roots. This, for example, this is a wheat, and this is the ground surface, earth surface. This primary root will diminish and it will give rise to a many number of roots. Like this, like fibers. Like this. Okay, see here, this primary root is replaced by primary root is replaced by a large number of roots. You can see a very large number of roots which are merged in that particular round surface, and here, and all of them emerge from the base of the plumule. Okay, they are emerging from where? Not from the radical. This region we can call it as the plumule. From where they are emerging? They are emerging from the plumule. Okay, so such roots we can call it as the fibrous root system. So what are the examples? Examples are the wheat, paddy, maize, then that is the grass, etc. In this particular type of root system, this fibrous root system, in taproot system, what are the examples means? See, taproot system which is mainly present in the dicotyledonous plant, and fibrous root is mainly present in the monocotyledonous plant. Okay, this is the first thing. The radical, first it will give rise to the direct elongation of the root, that is the primary root. That primary root again it bears a secondary root, tertiary root. Okay, that we can call it as the lateral root system. So that in which way this primary root is going to form the branches means that is in the form of taproot. So that's why we are calling it as the taproot system. So what are the examples of that particular dicotyledonous plant or the plants in which there will be presence of a taproot system means that it is the mustard, banyan, etc., etc. Okay, then about the monocot means which is present mainly in the monocotyledonous plant, then here the primary root is short line, which is going to be in the place of this primary root. Many roots are going to emerge from where? From the plumule. That is what we can call it as the fibrous root system. And the third type is there, that is the adventitious roots. See, adventitious roots means the roots are arising not from the radical, not from the plumule. They are arising from some other parts of the plant. From where? From some other parts of the plants. They are called as the adventitious roots. Okay, so this particular, what is the function of these roots means that is absorption of water and minerals, then providing support to the plant, then food storage, then hormone synthesis. These all things are what? These all things are the functions of what? Roots. So this taproot system and the fibrous root system, they will perform their function in this way only. But what about the adventitious root which are not arising from the radical, which are arising from some other parts of the plant body? So that particular root is mainly meant for the vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation means asexual reproduction in the plants. Except that one, they also provide a mechanical support to the plant. So this is about what? This is about the adventitious root. So in the next class, we will see about the adventitious root. So please go through with this fibrous root system and the taproot system, which is very important topic for your further classes also, in your first PUC class also. Tomorrow in the next class we will discuss about the adventitious root system. Okay, thank you.